What's up, guys? Welcome to another OddCast. Today's OddCasts are Khiry.
That's me.
The lethal
Last
injection.
name though. It's the government.
You don't want
Too late
to
now,
have
we're
too
here.
much information about you. I get it.
That's why I'm wearing the sunglasses, guys.
Yeah.
They can't see me.
Would you remember your old gamer tag, Kid Fresh?
Ugh. Why would you say
Do
that?
you like?
No,
do you want to be Kid Fresh, Kyrie? Or do you want to
Disgusting.
be the lethal injection?
Oh, neither.
No,
I don't-
you pick those names.
What I'm saying is like, I don't want it to be my tag name. It's in my video game
We're
name.
gonna work on a tag name for you.
For sure.
I'm your host, Sean Mosley. Today we are just here discussing, talking, because it's been a while since we caught up.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, just like chatting and talking about the things that we love. You just had a birthday.
Yeah, I'm old now, man. I'm a vintage human.
How does it feel to be 30?
It feels the same with a little seasoning of pressure on it. Like,
yeah, it's a weird feel. Like you feel largely the same, but then it's like you reached a new milestone.
and it's no life events happened for me that would stamp it as 30. You feel me? Like it hasn't been like I was 30 and then now I have a kid or some shit. It's just you're 30 now. Like, boy, 30.
It's more so of a mental change.
Yeah.
It's like not a lot of like crazy things happen, especially since like when I turned 30. That was back in December.
Plus, I still look like a kid in the face.
True.
So everybody still treats me like a kid in the face.
I kind of enjoy that. Like when people think I'm younger than what I am, I'm like tight. Yeah, like that's
some
cool.
respect on my name. Call me Mister from now on. What are you talking about?
The one time somebody called me sir, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like it. And then they're like, somebody said Mister too. I was like, this doesn't feel like me. I'm not a Mister.
I think a young dude called me OG once, and I was like, what? I'm OG now? I was so excited. I have to be OG now. Everybody gotta call me that.
But it's crazy. It's a weird thing to think about. But you did it really well. You went to Yosemite.
Oh yeah, it was nice, man. We saw a lot of trees standing and falling. We were informed that there were bears afoot.
Day of.
I was mildly disappointed we didn't get like a little corner view of a bear, like a little bit.
Like a little. I stayed up late, and when I was like,
just staring
when I was looking outside, because for a while, because I had to get out to drive the next morning really early. But as I was sitting outside, I was like, I want to see like a bear butt, like is walking around the corner.
Or like a nose.
It's a fucking bear.
I would have died. Like I'd have been A1, dog. Yeah, it was a great trip. Good to have all my peoples there. That we ain't powwowed in a minute.
Yeah.
So it was like
cool
it's
to
good
see everybody.
I was sad Gary couldn't make it, but
Yeah, his
big movies,
film
man.
thing. Yeah, like he's filming up in Atlanta, and because of COVID and everything, things kept getting postponed. So couldn't make it. But yeah.
But still, got my brothers there. It's just nice, peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back to the city was like, ugh.
Strange. Very strange.
Did this week go by light and fast for you?
Oh, yeah. For me, it went by really quick, but mainly because, like, I had that, I had to get back, and then I had, like, a bunch of things to do on my way back. But
that drive back must have sucked.
Dude, it was terrifying.
3 a.m.
At one point, when I was driving back, it was so pitch black that when I was driving, you know that part where there's like a no turn road, like it stops you. I kept going straight, so I didn't see where I was driving. No, like I drove into like a whole different community, pitch black. I didn't know what was happening. I drove in. I was like, "There's a gate here. I can't go any further." I was seeing like shadows of things, but there weren't.
And that winding road down the hill is just so obnoxious.
Oh my God.
So many winds.
I had to go like 15 miles per hour down.
It's the only way to do it.
Sometimes less. And then on my way there, it was still like back to Los Angeles. It was still really dark to the point where like when I hit the highway and everything, terrifying. Like my lights didn't go that far. There's no lights. It's pitch black. There's nothing
and
around.
Everybody that's used to it is just fucking.
They're speeding, and I'm like, somebody's gonna turn around this corner. I'm gonna get hit.
It's so nuts. Once we got that little city limit, that little town limit, it got a little bit more comfortable when you got on the
True,
road.
true.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you guys talked me into, because at first I was going to go the night of and try to make it back there so that I can get some sleep before what I had to do in the morning. But when I was thinking about it, like when you guys were talking, I was like, it's gonna be dark the entire time if I do that.
Fucking
and I, from that few hours of me driving in the darkness, insane. I never want to do it again.
5 hours.
I'm gonna plan this way better next time. Yeah. It's just the timing and everything was kind of weird.
We couldn't go for that longer walk.
You guys, we gotta go back up to Yosemite because there was a whole other the thing you go to Yosemite for.
Was that path?
Yeah, it was the 6 mile path. We didn't get there in time, but that's how it is. Yeah, we can make it there again.
We still got to see some dope stuff.
Mm-hmm. You guys got to do the axe throws, right?
Yeah, we got to do axe throws.
Yeah.
And there's an ice cream place up there, man.
Ooh. Yeah.
Top 5 ice cream I had.
Ooh. Easy. What was it called?
Reimers? One of those. Reimers, I think it was.
You have to go there.
When we were at the axe throwing place, I was like, hey.
Was it close to where we were?
Yeah, it was like if it was a city street, it was like a block ahead of like the axe throwing place, which was like a block away from where the housing was.
Okay,
yeah,
that's not bad.
It wasn't bad. No.
Yeah,
you gotta pull up there next time. Yeah. If I go up there again, anytime, because that was a lot of money.
Yeah, man,
having just 10 people, so fucking many people, man.
The place was really nice, though.
Yeah,
like you picked it really well.
Yeah, it was worth the money, and like once you settled in, like it was a stress going up, but once you settled in, it was like, oh yeah, this is a good place.
This is a cool place.
Yeah, because nobody was crossing on each other's path. Like everybody just said they were peace.
There was
everybody bathrooms was
yeah. Like worst case, I when we first got there, I didn't know that we were picking beds already, and then everybody had already picked shit, and I was like, oh no.
Me and my brother was like, we locked in this.
You guys got the good spot though.
Yeah, but
that bed wasn't good, huh?
The bed I slept on felt like if you stacked cardboard boxes up 7 high and then put a cement block right on top of it. It was awful. It had no give. It didn't sink into your body. It was rough. But even still, like, I didn't go up there to be the most cushy. I went up there to see some trees.
It was a semi-camping environment. I liked the bed that I was on, except for the fact that first night, I kept feeling shit, like, crawl on me. I was like, what is that? And I woke up, there were these little things that look kind of like silverfish, like, running around. I was like, ah! Like, I did my best to, like, move them, like, get them all off.
Was it multiple one or just one?
It was multiple. And I kept trying to do it, and then I was like, I give up, and I went up and I slept on the couch. The second night, when I had to leave the next morning, I kept trying to find different places to sleep. Yeah. And then I was like, man, they're all going to be up right now. I thought you guys would be tired and then after the hike and then fall asleep. So I was like, I'm going to chill here. When I wake up, it's going to be a cool view. And then everybody's just talking in the next room. I'm like, oh no. So I moved maybe like 3 or 4 times.
I saw you moving around.
I kept going. I'm not going to get any sleep. I went back to the bed eventually, and then
that was the quietest room. Like
it was the most quiet room. I closed the door, and then I was like, I should be good. I should be good here. If anybody comes in, that's just like either Brett or Ron. Like they were in the same room as me, and I was like, it won't be like
too crazy.
Yeah, it won't be too nuts. So I was like, I stayed there, and then at some point, somebody like burst open the door, and then I was like,
Kool-Aid,
like I woke up, but I was still like half asleep at that point. And I was like, what is happening? And then I just see, I think it was Brett, and he was just kind of staring in the distance. And I was like, what is happening? Maybe he was thinking about something. Maybe he was drinking a little bit. So it was just like. But I was like, if I start talking, I'm gonna be up. I gotta wake up in like an hour and a half. So I was like, let me try to sleep. And then it's just like I could, like, I was still listening.
And I was trying to be cognizant of where you was, but it just was too much was going on.
No, too much was I totally get it. At that point, I was just like, I'm going to find a spot and I'm going to figure this out.
They forgot to clean off the grill.
Oh no!
But we had to clean off the grill. It was gonna be a surcharge. So I went out there, opened up the grill. A swarm of bees fucking jumped out. It might have been wasps. I don't know what they were. But
those there were a lot of them just flying around.
Yeah, but so I apparently wasps like meat or something.
Yeah. They eat like other bugs and like they bite on animals and stuff. Yeah.
When I had to wrap myself in 2 jackets and pull my hoodie over and put my mask on, and I went outside, snuck, turned the grill on, and then did one each burner, boom, boom, until it burned. They were so big. I didn't usually, kill a bug, and that's it. They made a little screaming noise. Yeah, it was weird. It was like, yeah.
What?
So I turned the fire on, and I'm hearing another. I'm like, what is that? But I was like, oh, whatever. And then one got inside, and I crushed it, and I heard it make a little scream noise.
No way.
Fucked me up.
Whew. That would have been terrible. Like
it wasn't like ah, but it was like,
it's
like a little squeak almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that makes them feel more alive.
Yeah.
Like I feel more comfortable killing bugs because I don't hear them.
Hey, I'm a big it's me or you kind of guy, and
survival of the fittest.
I'm big.
Yeah.
You're small.
I get it.
It's unfortunate.
That's what happens. Like you,
and I'm not paying.
You are in my space. Yeah. But overall, it was super fun.
I would definitely do it again. Like definitely. I was thinking we might do a Joshua Tree, way less money, different environment, so it might be easier, and it won't be all like we can really evenly disperse it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it'll be more of a. I think the hikes over in Joshua Tree are more manageable. Yeah.
If we like the places I see in Joshua, they just a cool like getaway,
like cool
space.
hangout
yeah.
spots. Yeah, a lot of nice camping.
But I would hike
too.
there.
Yeah.
That
nuts. Yeah.
Especially for you, man.
Dude, I hate the heat.
Yeah.
And when I'm in the heat, I feel like it's Superman against Kryptonite. Like
just slowly beating you down.
I'm done. Like if it's above like 85 degrees, my day's immediately terrible.
If anything crosses like 65 to 60, you might as well not talk.
That's like ideal for me.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Somebody told me this person I was talking to a few days ago told me they went to Alaska, and they was like, they went on the warm season, and I was like, what is the temperature in the warm season in Alaska? And it was like 3 degrees.
That's insane.
Nightmare place.
That sounds like fun though.
No, it doesn't.
Like I'd be down to experience that.
I want to go to Alaska. That's one of my bucket list places. I want to see the Aurora Borealis. But
don't those happen like once every like?
No, it happens a lot.
It happens often.
It's temperature based. I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it like when it?
It's not an every night thing,
quickly?
But yeah. I don't know the specifics. Because the girl I was talking to was saying that basically when she went, it was too hot at 3 degrees, so you couldn't see it. Right. So it would have to be so fucking cold.
Like the thing you want to see is like in your worst possible situation.
It's the most unfortunate thing that I've been wanting to see that since I was a toddler, bro.
Yeah.
But I do not do cold. I'm awful in cold. I'm not built for it.
You can get like one of those really cool like skiing jackets.
I'm gonna wear
those fluffy ones.
I'm gonna wear pelts.
Yeah.
Furry boots and
you start hunting.
Big.
Like I can't deal with it.
But I gotta see. It's a few things that I just want to see before. Well, who knows when the lights turn out? But when my lights turn out, I gotta see it.
You gotta see several. You got to. The more things like for me, I've been seeing more things since I've been with Kim, and I've very much been mainly in like my hole of like this is fine. Yeah. Like there were things that I've always wanted to go to Japan. When there were things, but there are so many more things that
in a more accessible area.
Yeah.
I was talking to my brother about that. That was what. So on my 30th thing, I had a thing where I just was on some like I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like
no,
just immediately dismissing it. And upon like doing a run back of your thoughts, you're like, I really missed out on a lot of things that could have been an interesting experience. So I was like, I'm gonna at least attempt to not be.
When that part hits, it's like you start to enjoy things a lot more.
For sure.
Because there were a lot of things before. I'm happy it hit me like early on.
In life.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd just be like, damn, I missed out on a lot of things. But it's never too late. And it's just like, now that you're thinking about it, it's just like you're more open to doing all these other.
It was cool
things.
at first, but sitting around smoking and shopping it's fun. But then you're like, this all niggas do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So like, come on, we gotta go do something, go see something. Because because time's going fast.
Time's going so much fast. It's so hard to believe that we're in August.
And it's not about time going fast. The world, that's another thing, dude.
The world is
changing so much that we don't know when, I don't know, like society's going to go on a timeout again.
Yeah.
So just get in whatever.
And it's like, it feels like it's going to happen again much sooner.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I forgot, it was either something I read or something somebody told me. It's like the older you get, the faster time feels like it's passing because your relative time is like higher. So when you're a kid, you have less time in the world. So the time that you are experiencing, it seems more expanded. Other than when you're an adult, you have had so much more time. So the time that
so
you
many
have
years that a year is
like a year is just like seconds. The more years you go by, the more years feel like way less than what they are.
Yeah, especially like you gear your brain, like you know how you get onto like autopilot or muscle memory. So like at this time of year I do this. So now it's just that it just beats.
Yeah, and I found that was happening to me, and it's just like, man, where has the time gone? And it's like things that I keep trying to plan. It's like, oh my god, that's happening now, and then it's just like you never really have like a good handle over it.
But I feel like that's the mass majority of humans, though, right?
Yeah,
like motherfucker. I talked to my pops and my brothers about this shit all the time. I'm like, every generation tells every generation of youth, like the older generation tells the youth, yo, this shit go fast, enjoy it, yada yada.
Yeah.
And every generation of kids goes, shut the fuck up, old
We
man.
never listen.
Nobody listens. I didn't listen. My brothers don't listen. My dad didn't listen when his dad told him. It's very rare that somebody takes that advice and actually runs with it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you realize, oh shit, damn, I'm old. Like not old, but like the age bracket where that event was like, all right, it slipped past you now.
Yeah.
Now you gotta go to fucking boat brunches and those like goofy shit.
Boat brunches are fun. I love boat brunches. Don't knock a boat brunch. Because you don't drink. You're not getting the full effect.
It's like, I don't go to Vegas. I'll go to Vegas, but what is there for me to do?
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
I don't drink, I don't gamble, I'm not spending money in a strip club.
Well...
So I'm just going there to be hot and stay.
I've never gone to a strip club, so it's something about like paying for boobs to me. It's like
I don't even mind that. Not to say that I would pay for it, but like if I'm giving you money and you're getting me hard, why do I just leave now?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a ripoff.
Like, it's not even doing anything.
That's like you paying somebody money.
It's stressing me out more.
That's like you paying somebody money to make food in front of you and then take it back in the back of the kitchen. It's a scam. I don't want to just smell the food. That's creepy.
Just like, give me a whiff.
A little breeze. Nightmare person.
But like that's one of the things where like getting older, not going to strip clubs, but it's like there are certain aspects of getting older where to have fun, sometimes there are things that you kind of have to like take on. Like I used to never really drink too much, but then as I have gotten older and then more social situations have called for it, it's like, here I am, right here, like, where's the rest? So it's like, it was a weird transformative thing that I noticed in myself. It's just like, I feel like that was a transformative moment where I started doing more things. Because then that hindered like brain where I overthink a lot, where I became more so, okay, I'm into this, let's do it. And then
you got to be in the moment.
Yeah. It helped me be more in the moment, and then over time it's like I acquired that ability normally. You know,
it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. My in the momentness is very much in bursts.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could be in it, and then all of a sudden, like, this room's weird. Where are these people? Why is this person moving like that? This tastes funny.
That's the overthinking part. Yeah, it happens. Like I overthink a lot too, and then it's like there are certain things where I'm like, I gotta stop it. Be more in the present. It helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what else been new with you, man?
I've been watching a lot of anime. One of the things that I've been watching is One Piece. I started One Piece at the beginning.
So proud of you, man.
Of the pandemic. And then it's a jarring thing.
Because look at the mountain of episodes standing in front of you.
There's currently 986 episodes, I think.
In English, right? No. Overall.
No, overall. And then as I started this, I was like, I'm just going to watch one episode here, one episode there. And then I was doing that for a while.
Draws you in.
Yeah, and then it was just like, once it hit more so in the Alabasta arc, you can watch, highly recommend you start watching One Piece on Netflix, because they get you up to a point where it's like, I gotta finish it.
Yeah, in a row. You're like,
once they hit that Alabasta mark, and I remember the scene. It was the scene where all of the shit, like as you're watching Luffy and his goofy stuff happening, and then like it gets randomly serious here and there.
Yeah.
But there was a point in Alabasta where Luffy was like, my whole crew may die right now.
Was it fighting Crocodile?
No, it was before that. It was right when they were being the bounty hunters were making them drink on that party island.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at the tail end of that, and he was like, "These guys aren't our friends. And they may be about to kill us or turn us in." And then he got serious, and then there was a huge explosion in the distance. You know how when you get like really excited watching something, you get like that vibrating feeling in your body. It was like, there was that explosion. It was him fighting Zoro, and it was like, I've always wanted to see them fight. Like that was
when they first met, right?
No, like he saved his life, and then they were like both being. I think they were, one of them were drunk or being brainwashed or something, and then I think Zoro may have been the drunk one.
Yeah.
His
thing is he's drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk a lot, and then. That's why I like Zoro.
Hilarious.
And
the series only ramps up as it goes. So each new arc is just...
When they reached up to the point where they were Luffy, I don't want to have any spoilers, but when
I'm trying to like...
When Luffy was at the Marine Ford, and you had that huge turning point.
It's when he's fighting the secret people. What is that, Marine Ford? It's been so long.
Marine Ford is, I think, after that. He saved Robin.
Okay.
He saved Robin.
Yes.
I think Marine Ford... Well, maybe.
Yeah.
It's years old by this point. I'm going to hold back the main stuff.
Or some shit.
Yeah, that's true. But it was... Marine Ford was when Luffy was by himself, and he was trying to save somebody who meant a lot to him.
It's no way they could do it, but just believe it. Yeah, bro. Marine 4 was heavy.
I had to stop watching it. Like after the whole arc was over, I was so emotionally distraught.
It takes you so many places.
There were so many things happening. Like I stopped for
Same
months.
Thing with the war arc. The war arc, boy.
Oh, I heard some things. I'm not there yet.
Yes, you are.
The war?
Is
that after the 2-year gap?
It's right before this. It's what caused the 2-year gap. That's technically a war.
Oh yeah, that's Marine Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Oh, that kind of was a war, huh?
Yeah, no, it was literally.
It was a legit war.
Yeah,
there were a lot of. There was
like 70 pirates there, and every Navy member that mattered.
Yeah, makes sense.
Doug, what was my favorite? The CP9 one was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that transition. Luffy getting the new level up right when he fights the Leopard Man.
Fire. It was insane. It was so good. So good. I love it.
The Usopp episode with the boat. The Going Merry, bro.
Oh, yeah. Like, that made me respect it. I was like, Usopp's holding his own against Luffy right now. Like Luffy didn't expect
he wasn't on it, but yeah.
Like, it was enough to make him stumble.
Yeah.
And then, like, and honestly, going into that fight, I thought Luffy was just gonna punch him out.
Just stomp him out, yeah. You didn't like Usopp at first, did you?
I didn't like Usopp.
Usopp was like one of my favorite
characters. I don't like his voice. He's mainly whiny the entire... I hate whiny voices. Like, when things sound whiny, it makes me get way more irritated.
How do you handle all the menagerie of different laugh styles?
The different villains? I enjoy some of them.
Some of them is like, nobody laughs like that.
That's why. It's so silly.
They're like, like, no, that's not a laugh. That's not a laugh, buddy.
It's like one is like, like, what? Like, why? it adds their own flair and personality to it. But there was some watching them in the
it's like Pokemon at some point.
Yeah, like it's like you keep hearing it over and over, and then watching them at the rate that I am because I'm streaming all of them.
That's another thing. You're watching it back.
I'm watching it back to back. So a lot of things that people had to wait like months for, I'm just like watching it. So as I am watching 10 episodes, maybe
that stupid laugh.
I'm like, stupid. I can't deal with this anymore. I don't like this.
I always forget about like that experience of this. Back to back, how intense that little section of it is, how annoying it can be.
It's dumb. Some of them are. What's my favorite?
Well, like what's been the arc that
you enjoyed the most? Marineford was really good. The surprisingly good arc was Fishman Island. When I first started watching, I was like, "This is a terrible way to jump back into this," because I stopped after several months after Marineford, so it felt like a gap between seasons.
Like the real two.
Like it felt like a good gap. So as I was coming back into it, I was like, they come in after like a hiatus with this, you know?
And towards the end,
it started like escalating. I was like, okay, this is really good, and it's going to like pick up more. I like how it's like one thing after the next. So right after Fishman Island, it's like you get to Trafalgar Law, and like all the business that's
traffic guy.
So it's like it was cool to watch the pacing kind of increase. Whereas in the first set of One Piece, it felt like it was more so
slow pace and like walking.
Yeah, like it was more filler. It was more like fun.
Yeah,
fun.
Something just give you it.
Yeah, but with the second season, it's like the Naruto Shippuden. I always compare things to that because that's like the
time skip.
Time skip, and then Shippuden got way more serious than the original.
Same thing with the original time skip of Dragon Ball Z from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's like
it was a whole other world. Different thing.
Yeah.
And thank you, Dragon Ball Z, for making all these anime great.
The gods.
Yeah, but have
literally
you
now, shit.
Huh?
The gods, but I was like literally now.
Oh yeah, right now for sure.
I can't watch it. Can't do it, kiddo.
But have you seen news about the Cowboy Bebop becoming live action?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Did you like the original one?
I love the original one.
Yeah.
The soundtrack.
The
feel of it.
The best. I still listen to it often. You do?
Yeah, it's fire.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, it's fire. I'm a hipster saying out loud, but hey, man, vinyl's tight.
Vinyl's cool. Vinyl's cool. I appreciate.
You gotta appreciate physical copies of anything now. Mm-hmm. Everything is. It's
gonna be more. You're gonna have like a really cool collection at some point, though, because it's gonna be less and less of that going around.
Speaking, so with the new apartment, I gotta figure out where all my mountain of comics are going. Like it's just too filled up. I have nowhere to go. But oh yeah, my bad.
You're good. You're good.
But the cowboy, I fucked with it heavy, but I don't fuck with live action.
Yeah.
Like adaptations. If it's original live action, then rock out. It's very rare that a live adaptation ever is up to snuff to what the animation. That's across the board, like comics, cartoons. Like, can we name on our hands how many were good?
MCU movies.
that's
It's a outlier for sure.
It's for sure an outlier. And they've gotten so like their own lane that it's a whole different thing at this point. Mm-hmm. It's like their own universe.
Like it's a separate universe.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's like bred from one of the least popular Marvel characters at the time. Like when Iron Man first came out, nobody really knew of Iron Man or liked him very much. It was just like Iron Man was like the worst Marvel character for a while. They did awesome with him.
Pre those movies, who were the Marvel? Was it all just X-Men at that point?
It was
like
X-Men.
That people cared about?
Yeah, mainly X-Men. Spider-Man always.
The Hulk, maybe?
The Hulk, he had a cartoon. Blade had several movies. Blade. A lot of people didn't know Blade was Marvel. Like, people were surprised when they announced a Blade movie.
No, but that's how we feel about whenever it's a random... But to me, that's always the better choice. because it gives people more range to play with.
True.
So like, if you have a known character with a set, like a Superman, a set in stone arc, we know what it's gonna be. There's nowhere to really go to surprise the audience. Yeah. Whereas Blade, he's just a nigga with a sword. He chops up vampires sometimes. Like, just a dude with a sword, bro. And that's what most people know.
Isn't he half vampire?
He's half vampire.
He's half, yeah.
And also, like, but he's like modeled after Shaft.
That's hilarious.
They
do dress alike. I didn't even think about it.
I think the old Blade had like a, before the high top fade, he might have had an afro.
That's great.
But even
I wish I saw that
like Luke Cage, he's a lesser known character. I know the second half of the series nobody really liked, but that first one took off because you have so much more ground to cover when it's a lesser known character.
Yeah,
you got free range to kind of be creative and like put your spin on it, but not like nastily, you know?
Yeah.
Which goes back to this Cowboy Bebop shit, which I saw. Looks a little rough, Capitan.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I'm trying not for it. Yeah, you know me. I enjoy seeing my childhood things becoming real, but saying that, I know that it doesn't always work out.
My thing is like, I'm a big fan. Like, of course, maybe the creators do want a physical version of it, like a live action, but the original medium was the medium that the creators crafted in. So their thoughts, everything that the framing and all that was all intended for this specific medium. Yeah. So you could translate it, but it's good. And the limitations of like humans, right? So like, with anime, with cartoons, you get the free range to do all kinds of wacky shit. And when you try, remember the fucking Avatar movies? Remember
that was so sad.
Remember when they tried to earthbend and he did like 7 forms and then he moved.
It was a Naruto sign thing,
bro. So stupid. He moved one rock.
All they had to do was stump and punch.
It was amazing.
I hate it how the firebenders had to have like fire.
They had the initial as yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that, the dangers of giving that to people is a little dodgy, man. I've been sitting there even as I'm talking, trying to think of one outside of Marvel, because even Deadpool's fire.
Yeah, I like Deadpool.
Outside of Marvel,
they did that well.
Who really did something like the Resident Evil movies were cool.
They were fun.
Like
they weren't great movies,
yeah, exactly.
They were fun. Yeah. I like seeing a badass kill zombies
for sure. Like
in fancy ways. Yeah, like that's cool. Yeah.
Man, we can name the stinkers.
There are a lot of stinkers.
We
got Max Payne.
I forgot about
Max
that.
Payne, Mark Wahlberg.
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember that then. No.
Terrible movie.
I remember the Punisher. Wait, no, it's still Marvel. Never mind. Every time I was gonna say it's good.
No, Punisher. The Punisher show or the Punisher movie?
So the first movie I liked. The second movie
I heard the second movie wasn't good. I used to love the first movie.
Yeah,
I used to watch it a lot.
But it's again, Marvel kind of got it. But outside of Marvel, anime. Remember when they made the live action Death Note?
Oh yeah, wasn't Lakeith Stanfield in it?
Was he?
I think he was. I think it was L.
No, that's something else. It was a white kid that played.
Oh no, there's a Netflix one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He was. Was he? I watched literally 15 minutes of that shit and turned it right on. It was disgusting.
There was a live action Japanese.
Because Light was dumb.
Yeah, Light wasn't as smart, and the live action.
That defeats the purpose.
I know, right?
That's like his whole thing is.
Have you seen the Japanese live action one?
No,
that one's better. Yeah, it's more in line with the series, but it's still not as good. But I remember watching them, so I recommend those. The Netflix one was like a weird reimagined thing.
Didn't they do Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist too?
Yes, I haven't seen those yet.
I'm scared.
I don't know. Me too. I started the Bleach one because I watch a lot of things while I'm working. It's kind of getting a little bit
it's a little shady.
Let's pause real quick.
And we're back.
What were we talking about? We were talking about we got some mugs. Here we go. Right on. We were talking about the live action Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah, and how horrendous. we assume it is, so I'm not about to watch it.
I want to watch it mainly because I love both series. Do you know they started Bleach again?
Yes, I do.
Ichigo's kid opened up the gates of hell.
Oh, so it actually started. Though.
It started, yeah.
In manga or anime?
Manga.
Okay.
I think if it does well, they're gonna make like a movie or something.
I know I always sound like a fucking pessimist, but I am. But like, why beat the series, bro? It ended after like 12 years.
And that did, and they never actually finished the animated series. Like the anime,
I thought it
never finished. The anime never reached to where the manga was. At some point, they stopped producing the anime. Manga kept going. Manga ended, and
they just like
they never touched it afterwards. I'm hoping that they get back to it at some point, but I heard good things, and it's like the first time Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z are running at the same time. It was like a big thing for Shonen Jump.
All the flagships are
home. All at once, and it was a big thing. But we were talking about Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, we got way off track.
Yeah, we got way off track. And we were talking about the live action version and what you think it's going to be. You notoriously hate live action adaptations.
I'm not a fan.
How do you feel about the Marvel?
Marvel does it good. It's not the greatest, but they do it very good. Like just as movies as a whole, it's fire. Like they're not adapting it one for one, but they do a good job.
Yeah, like they're creating their own universe. I think Kevin Feige, like if you have somebody in charge that likes it and knows the lore of everything that's going on, like they do it well.
How do you feel about the Spike Spiegel? Have you seen who's playing Spike Spiegel?
Oh yeah, what's his face from Harold and Kumar?
Yeah. That's so random.
I don't mind it mainly because his past few movies have been like more serious. Like
I would have preferred Old Boy. If they're going that route, they might as well went with Old Boy from Walking Dead that played Glenn.
Ooh,
he'd be a way fire.
He would have been better.
Yeah,
he would have been really good. He's probably maybe he was busy with Invincible.
Maybe his hair texture wouldn't allow it. Because they had the afro.
They needed to have an afro.
He has an afro, right? If I remember correctly from the trailer, or not the trailer, but like what I saw. From
it's like
it's like a poof.
It's out. It's a little poof. But
maybe Glenn's don't.
I'm cautiously optimistic, mainly because from what I've heard when they were first like creating the adaptation, they are trying to make it more in line with the anime as much as possible, but trying to do it justice. Mind you, these are the people who made that version of Death Note. These are the people who made that version of Full Metal Alchemist too. I haven't seen it, but I haven't heard good things. But they also have made like original cool things like Stranger Things.
Okay, but that's different.
It's a different thing, but I think if they do it in a way where maybe it's an original story, maybe it's an adaptation of what do you call those things? That's like one of the side filler things. Yeah, like they could do a lot with it.
My thing is like, all right, I'm gonna give it exactly what I gave Death Note, which is I'm gonna give you 15 minutes to make me not hate you. If they can hold if they can hold my attention for 15 minutes, that's money. All right, I'll sit through this nonsense. Yeah. But if you can't catch me in 15 minutes, I'm sorry, bro.
What's going to be there?
Because I'm already not wanting to see it.
Yeah, like it's already taken work for you to actually.
It's a job.
Yeah, I think as long as they don't like make it one-to-one anime adaptation. First movie, first 5 episodes.
So is it a movie or is it a show?
Work. I think it's going to be a movie. Okay. Now I need to check. It's a live action thing right now. I need to figure out if it's going to be a movie or not. But if it's a movie,
to our sources on the side.
Can you check to see if the live action Cowboy Bebop on Netflix is a movie or an anime?
Cowboy Bebop.
Netflix.
Oops, I put love action.
What?
How? It's
Cowboy Bebop, Netflix. Just put that in.
We're just trying to determine if it's a show or if it's a movie.
Yeah, something should come up.
Let me tell you
about it. Come on, now tell us about it.
It's right around the corner. The show, 10 episodes.
Oh, it's a
series. It's gonna be a show. Okay.
I'm definitely not gonna watch it.
I'm more inclined to watch it. Yeah, that sounds better.
If they have to cram everything into like an hour show, that's another thing. I don't like movies as much as I like shows. Shows are a superior medium to me.
I think so, and that's one of the things I like what like Disney Plus is doing, because it's like for WandaVision, the Loki show that was going on. It's
Good
like
show.
It was movie quality TV.
I like that. Which they kind of have to do it.
Yeah, like it's
so.
Awesome.
I was wondering, do you think that the Loki show was a movie that they just chopped into shows?
I feel like
it looks like it. Right? Same thing with the Captain America. Falcon movie.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
it's like I feel like they're filming it like movies, and then they're breaking them down.
I was getting the feeling that they intended for it to be a movie, like, but the pandemic did what the pandemic did, so they just like, we can't go to theater, so we gotta convert this.
I don't think that was the case, but I think what they're trying to do is like what HBO does. It's like trying to create
like the highest quality
TV. Because if you could do that, that's how you keep getting consistent viewers. Because I keep HBO in rotation. I don't get rid of that service. Other TV services, I jump in, I jump out whenever there's like something I don't want to watch. But HBO, like I keep it. Disney Plus, I keep it. I love all the Disney things.
For sure. And plus, if anybody's gonna have that quality of production, it would have to be Disney, right?
They got so much money. So much money.
Upsetting amount of money, bro. And they just gonna, and if it's something that they care enough, they gonna throw it at it.
Oh yeah, I heard they were trying to buy like Sony because they're trying to get Spider-Man.
Yeah, they need to get
mainly
that away from
just
them.
to get Spider-Man. They're trying to buy like all of Sony, which is nuts to me.
Well, but what is Sony doing with their cinematic media? Like,
they have a lot of movies.
What? I don't know.
I can't bring them. They got Into the Spider-Verse.
You can just name all Spider-Man ones.
Yeah,
Venom. You can just name Spider-Man Venom. Because I don't know.
There's other things.
I bet that they are. I couldn't name a single one off the top of my head.
Don't
be mad at me, people. Huh?
Do they do the 007s?
You're asking me. I don't know.
They got some stuff. They got enough that they have a whole movie
it's
industry.
Worth it. Like Paramount got their own little app.
Yeah, like
knock it off, Paramount.
I feel like
but
Sony could
stream Lower Decks. Lower Decks.
Star Trek Lower Decks on Paramount Plus.
Good. Yeah.
Support our friend, Eric Bernard.
Come on. Exemplary writer.
Yeah, he's awesome. I'm really proud of him. Everything he's doing. He's doing a lot of great things. Brother. Yeah.
So what other anime has caught your eye recently? Have you had the time to even indulge in some new?
Jujutsu
Kaisen. Every time
Jujutsu
a lot of J's in there.
Yeah, it's too many. That one is like a weird combination of Naruto and My Hero Academia.
I can see that. For sure.
They have a literal Sakura, Sasuke, and Kakashi character. Naruto's the main guy who has the demon inside of him who talks to him and whatnot.
Yeah, it is. He has like a version of the Nine Tails, whatever. Yeah, right?
It is a modern Naruto that is not Boruto.
Which that pizza's tearing me up, bro. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch Boruto.
Boruto's good. So let me say that Boruto takes a lot of work to jump into, but it's like giving you a little bit of a background. The manga is once a month, so the entire like first 100 or so episodes couldn't really touch on what was happening in the manga.
It's 100 filler episodes.
It's 150 episodes of filler.
I refuse.
Before things actually happen.
Refuse.
If you jump in on episode like 160 or something, you can come in on like where the manga started and be fine.
You should check out this anime. You may like it, called Tokyo Revenger. Are you okay?
You okay?
Yep.
I thought you were choking.
Nope. I'm okay.
What happened?
I drank to the sip.
Is that alcoholic?
Scorched your body. Hey, listen, folks. We drinking over here.
We drinking. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this part in, but
still,
also Kim just looked like she died on the side, and we had to make sure she was
going on. I thought she was choking.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It's all good. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters.
Are you good?
Yep.
Are you sure?
It was just like
It was too strong.
It was a lot more than I was ready for.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little heavy-handed on the drinks. So.
But this is tea. Just let you know.
Tea. Yeah. What were you saying? Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
Boruto?
Oh yeah.
Better than what you think. Anime. You were that
look
you think
up,
I would like.
You might like. It's this one. There's two of them that I just recently got to them. They're new, so you could actually catch it. This one called Tokyo Revenger. It's basically a guy who's living a mundane life somehow gets transported back in time to the time before like the girl he loved died, so he can try to change events so that she won't die in the way she did. And he basically goes back in time to when he was a delinquent, and he met up with some like stronger delinquents, and he's trying to like keep them from clashing so that it doesn't snowball into whatever happens to her.
I have to check that out. That sounds good.
It's called Tokyo Revenger. And the art style is really dope. And it's a nice balance of violence and comedy.
Is it a Shonen Jump?
I don't know if it's shonen. It's a shonen style, but I don't know if it's Shonen Jump. You know what I mean?
Okay, because I got the Shonen Jump app a little while ago, so I've been watching.
Oh, you talking about manga
things? Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about anime.
Oh,
it is a manga though. But
okay.
I'm saying,
I thought you were talking about the manga. Okay,
no.
so it's a show. When can I watch it on?
I believe it's on Crunchyroll.
You know, Sony bought Crunchyroll.
Maybe they can do something about their interface because it's awful.
Yeah, I heard. Funimation's interface is awful.
Yeah, but it's
Crunchyroll. Yeah, for sure. Crunchyroll is going to be folded into Funimation because Sony owns that.
That makes sense.
I didn't know Sony owned so many of the anime
dispensaries. And if Disney, that would be awful.
Dude, Disney already has like Naruto because Naruto.
What's the rules on monopolies, man?
What's the rules on monopolies? Are like if one company has like an unfair control over a certain medium. Disney doesn't have enough because you can be a movie industry. Here's how they bought Fox. It's like they have a huge like stake in it, and it's really close. But there's so many other movie industries that it's not like industry that I'm saying it wrong. It's like not the industry, but there are so many other like movie production companies that like can produce things. And then independent people can still jump in.
They don't have a monopoly on it. They just have the biggest stake, and they can do whatever they want.
Biggest stake. They have Hulu right now. They have the monopoly, like not the monopoly. They have the overall stake in Hulu right now. They have Disney Plus, and they're
going to be our overlords in a couple years, man.
In a couple of years, but they made some good things.
They do.
And like, if they continuously make good shit, I don't mind it.
It's too dangerous, it's too much power,
dangerous.
Dog.
It's dangerous. It's a lot of power, but I like what they're doing with the shows that I like. Like as long as they keep putting
make the
people
quality.
in charge. Yeah. That's what matters in the end to me. But it could turn into a really big problem.
They probably have Mickey Mouse like dressed hitmen come kill you if they chose to.
It's crazy that they own The Simpsons, and they can make The Simpsons have short stories using Marvel and Star Wars at the same time.
They got a lot of pieces.
They have so many things.
That's some and they're big pieces too. They aren't like just joking pieces, dog.
No, it's like substantial pieces. Dog. But
and the second anime, it's the one called Fena Pirate Princess. I think it's on like episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But quick synopsis without spoiling: girl gets rescued by a guy, and he disappears. She grows up, still in love with him. Rich father tries to marry her off. She escapes to go to a distant land, and then she meets up with the guy, and he's a samurai now, with a whole team of ninja samurai, and now they're pirates too.
I'm into this.
Give it a shot. It's a fun watch. It is. Where am I watching it at? I'm gonna be honest, I use pirate sites, but I think it's on Crunchyroll as well, VRV, and it may be on Funimation. And it seems like the first few episodes are already dubbed. So if you ain't feeling like reading,
I've been watching One Piece English mainly because it's like I don't want to have to read all the time for 900 episodes. Sometimes for these episodes, I gotta be doing other stuff while I'm watching it because I got a job. I got a life that I have to attend to. So it's like sometimes it's on in the background for a lot of those filler episodes, and for some episodes I just have it on in the background. I glance up and I'm working. I can't do that if it's all Japanese.
No, trust me, I'm all for that. Like I know there's like a master race of like only sub. Like,
I told somebody that I was like, they were like, what? I was like,
dog.
I gotta do shit while I'm watching stuff. Sometimes.
I'm an adult. I can't 100% dedicate my brain to a cartoon. I have to do things as well.
Yeah. But a lot of the anime that I've been watching lately has mainly been One Piece and Boruto with Kim. And it's been fun going through Boruto again because I was a little bit further ahead. And jumping back with Kim, and while reading the manga, it's like I can kind of see where things are going. And I can see where certain things were building up leading into it. So it's been cool kind of like looking at it from a different point of view.
They got different like perspective on the show.
Yeah. But it's been really cool. But that's kind of been where I'm at with a lot of the anime. As far as our like main thing goes, I'm kind of like, I'm cautiously optimistic about Cowboy Bebop. I think it's going to be better than what we've seen Netflix produce so far, but I don't think it's going to be perfect. It being an episode series, though, it makes it seem like it's going to be better.
It gives it better chances to be good.
Yeah, because they don't have to like sum it up. Because what all these guys do, they always sum up a whole series in an hour and a half to 2 hours. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that well. If it's in several like hour episodes, like they make an hour episode for each like thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good show.
It could be.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm willing to give it an episode.
I'm gonna give it one episode.
Give it one episode.
One episode, and we'll see where it is. My favorite scene in there when he jumped out the building at the end and he threw that grenade, and then
you're gonna have to wait to the very end of the show to see that.
Watching that live.
That would
be awesome. Like, it's gonna be cool.
Man, I am so curious about these characters, like the live action people they chose for the character. But hey, man, it's all
don't knock Harold, or was it? No, it was Harold. Harold from Harold and Kumar.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude,
I thought you were naming one of the characters.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the actor's real name. But the guy who's playing Spike.
Yeah.
He's He's been good.
It's not about he might be a great actor. He just doesn't look the part to me. But that's why I couldn't get into Wonder Woman, because she didn't look the part to me. But that's neither here nor there.
I like Gal Gadot. She's cute. I mean, she's a good Wonder Woman. She's strong.
I wanted somebody.
She's good.
When it came to that, I just wanted a lady that was just cut up like.
Yeah,
yo,
just like bulked up. But honestly, that's what an Amazonian would look. It's like funny big, that like all the other Amazons in the movie looked more strong than her.
Like it was kind of looks wild, pushoverable. Like you just like get out of here, lady.
Yeah.
And now all the people that were protecting her were like, big baby.
Maybe that's what they were going for. Like she has the half goddess going for her.
But also like in the cartoons and in the comics, she's a big lady. Like she stands over people.
Yeah, she is. She's like slightly smaller than Superman, almost the size of Batman.
For sure.
She looks Batman, are broad.
Batman's big as fuck.
And no DC cartoons.
Nobody talks about how big as fuck Batman. They say he's like 200 some pounds.
He has to
6
be
something.
because apparently Batman can lift like 2 tons.
Like some stupid. Some stupid.
That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for a DC movie to show me
Batman.
Batman and the way Batman should be. He should be like a tank of a human.
You can't be a ninja in that bulky. There's no way you're a ninja in that bulky. It's so big.
You can be.
A 6 foot, 260 pound ninja? How?
Batman.
He's sneaking in your rafters, this big stupid body. Get out of my face. My rafters are making me bad thinking about it. A 7 foot ninja.
In a bat costume.
In a bat, which it does affect. It is terrifying.
With the knife.
Terrifying though.
Think about a 7 foot ninja in a bat costume. You're like trying to burglarize someone in the middle of the night.
He just drops the people's elbow down on you in the sky, like, blow, what are you doing? But quiet though.
Think about you're the innocent standby person. You're just like what the fuck.
Seeing a giant bat rock bottom a whole like criminal organization has to be a sight though.
I want to watch a Batman movie from the perspective of
the bystanders.
The bystanders. Like I had this idea of a Joker movie, but it's filmed from Joker's perspective before he met the Batman. So it's like you see a lot of his henchmen, and it's just like you just see this monster. Like just pounding on like he's just destroying all these people, and he just looks like a monster at first. As the movie goes on, he becomes more human. At the very end of the movie, it's just like Joker's like defeated, and he's like, this is just a human who like
laughs
like and then he's just laughing, and then that starts like Joker's obsession with him.
That'd be interesting.
I'd watch
that.
Yeah,
I know that in the comics. Oh man, pizza. Whew, man. In the comics, man, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to wrap it up. But
yeah, we were. Yeah, but, you're good. You're good.
But, in the comics, there's 2 comics I've read. One is Gotham PD, where it follows the police people who have to deal with the fucking wreckage.
Oh, like the show?
Yeah. So it's just the wreckage of what Batman does to the city when he shows up.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then there's another one, like it was more issue based, but it was like a couple issues I think, where some people were being interviewed, or they were like, it was a perspective of some dudes that Batman fucked up. So one of them had like a batarang in the mouth, and one of them had like a boot in the face. It just mushed in, and they're like, yo, I was just doing like some petty crime shit. Batman beat the dog shit out of me, and they're just permanently messed up forever.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to read those.
Yeah,
sounds good.
I gotta figure out which one they were called. I definitely remember it, and I was like, man, that's a good perspective. Of
it's like I'm really interested in the people who see the carnage afterwards. Like that must be like a really jarring experience
because it does. Even though Batman's a part of the city, not everybody sees him. It's a myth.
Mm-hmm.
It's just some people was like, yo, there's a fucking thing that just shows up. Beats the dog shit out of like about 70 people. He leaves
then disappears.
Little arrows are on the ground and shit. Like smoke pellets.
You only see those little hints that he was around.
And then it's over. He has a kid, and the kid's mad funny. I'm just gonna be touching. He's super funny. Yeah. And then he's beating us up too. And then you never see him again. And then
he cracked a joke, then he kicked my ass.
And then the other, because you gotta think, he only gets like he can't get all criminals at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's other criminals like in the jail system shit like, yo, this happened to me, and they're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What are you talking? Or even if you're like, in prison systems, they bus you from like different cities sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine you're a dude from like Metropolis or wherever the fuck flashes from, and you hear about a giant human bat. It's like, what is this?
That'd be nuts. There should be more series about like
the humans,
the other people, that deal with them. WB, do this. You got a gold mine on your hand,
and give me my money.
I need it because I'm poor.
We gotta write it, and then we'll pitch it.
For sure.
All right, that's it. Thank you guys for joining us on this conversational podcast, The OddCasts. You can follow us on YouTube at Oddly Entertainment. You can find me on Instagram at Oddly Sean. Do you want to be found?
You can't find me, but drink more tea is good for your body. Hiding
in the shadows, drinking the tea. Thank you guys once again, for joining us. We will see you guys next time. Peace to the OUT. Have a good one.
Push up.